Hey, what's up everyone, Lad here. Been a hot minute. We've got another traveler being added, Zenia. She's a dark apothecary of the power faction, hailing from Grandport. Like other apothecaries, she has an AoE regen and healing abilities, although she is mainly suited for dealing dark elemental damage. And it's also the first unit in the game to have access to giving resistance to physical damage. Let's go and check her out. Miho Okazaki. I'm not too familiar with her work, but I have seen some clips of Rimuru, or that one slime anime. I like her voice. So for her notable damage skills, she has a 4-hit single target physical axe damage attack, and when boosted, potency goes up from 55, 65 to 95. For her second ability, she goes first, and then she does a 4-hit single target dark elemental damage, potency 45, and also reduces elemental defense down 10% for 2 turns. Her third ability, she has a 3-hit AoE dark elemental damage attack, and when boosted, you get potencies of 90, 105 to 155. And this ability lowers elemental defense down 20% for 2 turns to all enemies, and has moderate chance to poison. Her nuke attack, she has a 1-hit dark elemental damage attack, potency of 260, and when boosted, potency goes up to 290, 340, and 450. For ultimate, she goes first, and then she deals a 4-hit single target dark elemental damage attack, potency 95 at level 1, and 115 at level 10. She also does the elemental defense down for that target for 10% for 2 turns, and if the enemy is poisoned, potency is increased by 20%. So for her notable support skills, she has the HP recovery for the front row, potency 45, and a HP regen for 2 turns, potency 90. When boosted, potency increases to 150, 180, and 220. Her next notable support skill, she goes first. She gives a single ally a special buff for 3 turns. This buff increases physical attack, elemental attack by 30%, and also for the first time, physical attack resist of 30%. And all physical attacks dealt by that character will be all critical. One drawback about this ability, the traveler gets KO'd after the countdown. When boosted, you can increase the turn of this ability from 4, 5 to 6. For her last support skill, she recovers HP for the front row, potency of 65, and when boosted, potency increases from 85, 115 to 155. And also removes the special buff, the one on top, and some status ailments. And max boost, she can heal the entire front and back row. For her passive, if the enemy is poisoned, Zenia and the traveler in her row gets a 30% elemental attack up and a 30% dark damage up. Then her next passive, at the start of battle, she inflicts poison to all enemies for 3 turns. And then she has a 20% in light resistance and 10 in dark. So taking a look at her stats, she has replaced EX Sophia as having the highest elemental attack. This almost rivals some of the scholars in the game currently. With her setup, she is the strongest elemental dark user in the game, and she pairs well with other dark users. Think of someone like Primrose. Now her A4 accessory is one of the first in the game for elemental defenses. Upon breaking enemy shields, you get access to a passive elemental defense down of 15%. That's gonna stack with regular debuffs. And it also poisons the enemy for 3 turns. For stat wise, it gives you a raw 100 elemental attack up and 40 SP. With this kind of accessory, you'll be doing even more damage with your elemental users. So the big question, should you pull? It's been a while, but the Sacred Blaze banner is back. This is the banner that Odette, Dorothea, and Liana are in. Sadly, it's a limited time banner. She will be the strongest current dark user. But if you have someone like Auguste, Jamelia, or Ludai, you'll be fine. Her A4 accessory is good, but it's nowhere as good as Auguste's A4 accessory. I would continue to save up your rubies for an incoming memory traveler who is going to be possibly the best cleric for a long time. That unit will definitely be released sometime this month, but if you do have some rubies saved up, perhaps a pull or 2 to relieve that pullage. This Wednesday I'll probably go to step 3 and stop there. Now longevity. I can definitely see her being used in the future. It's unfortunate that her one buffing ability, the one with the 30% physical resist, is only a single target, but even without that, she is a very strong dark elemental damage dealer. Having access to both a 3-hit AoE dark attack and then a 4-hit single target dark attack makes her viable for any situation against enemies weak to dark. So with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Character design 4 out of 5. She's kinda creepy, but I get that's her theme. She reminds me of the anime The Cautious Hero. The purple-haired girl, Adanella, I think that was her name. Anime's voice actress, 4 out of 5. Miho Okazaki. Again, I'm not too familiar with her work, but she sounds adorable. Abilities, a solid 3.8 out of 5. She has a lot of great abilities. She's able to break shields with axes, and then she has access to both a 3-hit AoE dark attack and a 4-hit single target dark attack. Longevity, 4 out of 5. I can definitely see her being used in the future. She can either be a magical DPS user or a sub-magical DPS user, or even just a buffer. Overall impression, 3.8 out of 5. She is currently the best dark user in the game. Her potency, along with her passives, along with her abilities that should lower elemental defense down, is definitely going to make her deal big numbers Alright, well that's it for Zenia. I'll catch you next time. Like always, take care of yourself. Flat out.